23 ABC News at 5 starts now.
You take a look at that call. It was perfect. I didn't do it. There was no quid pro quo.
Commander-in-Chief responding to Democrats launching an impeachment inquiry over his phone call with the Ukrainian president. The White House has released what they called as classifying as a not verbatim transcript of the July 25th phone call between President Trump and the Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky.
23 ABC's Tori Cooper joins us in studio with the latest and has responses from both sides of the aisle. Tori?
In what became a very highly anticipated meeting at the UN General Assembly earlier today, Ukraine's president said President Trump didn't push him when they had that phone conversation on July 25th. But Democrats who read the rough transcript of that conversation released by the White House earlier today say they read it differently. But locals in Kern County are also now sharing their responses to the transcripts and the inquiry for impeachment proceedings. Democrats now say they have more evidence to make a case for impeachment.
That is textbook abuse of power, and the transcripts have become Exhibit A.
Like any mafia boss, the president didn't need to say, "That's a nice country you have. It'd be a shame if something happened to it."
The White House releasing what they describe as an unredacted transcript of the July 25th call, where documents show President Trump asked President Zelensky to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden and his son, and to speak with his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani. That phone call now at the center of the impeachment inquiry launched by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi just yesterday. President Trump and Republicans responding to today's transcript release.
And the witch hunt continues, but they're getting hit hard on this witch hunt because when they look at the information, it's a joke. Impeachment for that? When you have a wonderful meeting or you have a wonderful phone conversation?
Bakersfield resident and Navy veteran Richard Murphy siding with the president, calling the recent transcripts bogus and just another ploy by the Democrats to get Trump out of office.
They've been for impeachment since the man was took his oath of office, and they've done absolutely nothing to help us at all. I think it's shameful what they're doing.
But those on the other side of the political issue calling the unredacted transcript concerning and saying House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy fell short in his response.
Asking Ukraine to assist them in investigating Joe Biden and his son with a tit for tat or a quid pro quo type deal. Sure, all the facts aren't out yet, but I'm very concerned that this president has to be accountable, the Attorney General has to be accountable, and I was very disappointed to hear what Kevin McCarthy had to say this morning.
I listened to the Speaker claim that the president violated the law based on nothing that she had read, based upon a whistleblower that wasn't even listening to a conversation.
And President Trump taking aim at a whistleblower whose voice is now starting to carry.
Important, the so-called whistleblower, the one that didn't have any first class or first rate or second tier information from what I understand. You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
Now, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have been fighting to see the whistleblower's complaint, not just the transcript. It has now been turned over to the House Intelligence Committee for lawmakers to read inside of a secure room in the basement of the Capitol. But we will continue to, of course, follow this story as we learn more in the coming days. And for now, live in studio, I'm Tori Cooper for 23 ABC News, connecting you.